You probably think living off the grid starts with buying land in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't. It starts by removing dependencies. That's the difference almost everyone misses. Most people imagine survival as a dramatic fight against nature. Elite military survival teaches almost the opposite. Nature usually isn't trying to kill you. Your own bad decisions are. A former Navy SEAL isn't dangerous because he can start a fire with 2 sticks. He's dangerous because he can lose almost everything and still keep making good decisions. That changes everything. The first lesson isn't building a cabin. It's building a system. Imagine you wake up tomorrow. No electricity, no internet, no grocery store, no fuel station. How long does your current life continue functioning? For most people, the answer is somewhere between a few days. And where did all the bottled water go? A SEAL approaches the same problem backwards. Instead of asking, "What do I need today?" they ask, "What system keeps solving this problem forever?" Food isn't food. It's food production. Water isn't bottled water. It's reliable collection and purification. Shelter isn't a house. It's protection that can be maintained with available materials. That sounds obvious, until you realize most modern life is built around consuming systems, not owning them. That's the first mindset shift. Don't collect supplies, collect capabilities, and that one idea quietly explains almost everything else. Take water. Most beginners spend hundreds of dollars filling shelves with bottled water. It feels smart until you do the math. One person needs roughly 3 liters every day just for drinking. A family burns through emergency water surprisingly fast. Stored water is a countdown. Water collection is a clock that keeps ticking. That's why experienced survival instructors think in layers. Rain collection, nearby streams, groundwater, portable filters, boiling, chemical treatment. Each method covers the weaknesses of another. Notice the pattern. It's never one perfect solution. It's overlapping systems. Commercial aircraft don't stay safe because one engine never fails. They stay safe because several backups exist before disaster becomes possible. The same philosophy appears almost everywhere elite operators plan. Because failure isn't an event, it's a chain. Break one link, the whole chain falls apart. Keep that idea in mind. We're about to see it again somewhere completely different. Food works exactly the same way. People imagine hunting deer every weekend. Reality is much less cinematic. Calories are surprisingly expensive. A failed hunt can burn more calories than it provides, which makes relying on hunting alone a terrible long-term strategy. The better question is, what produces food while you're sleeping? That's why many experienced off-grid communities quietly prioritize gardens over rifles, fruit trees over constant harvesting, chickens over larger livestock, simple fishing traps over standing in rivers all day, pretending you're in an action movie. The goal isn't excitement, it's efficiency. A tomato plant doesn't care if you're motivated today. It just keeps making tomatoes. Nature rewards consistency more than intensity. That lesson applies far beyond survival. Actually, if you're enjoying the video so far, using YouTube's hype feature genuinely helps more people discover videos like this. Back to the systems. Because food introduces another principle most people completely overlook. Weight is the enemy, not just on your back, inside your life. Military survival training constantly asks one question: what problem does this item solve? If the answer isn't immediate, it probably doesn't come. That sounds extreme, but try a simple experiment. Walk around your home, pick up random objects, ask yourself, if I had to carry this for 20 kilometers, would I? Suddenly, almost everything feels absurd. Minimalism isn't an aesthetic, it's energy management. Every unnecessary object costs storage, maintenance, attention, time. The same thing happens mentally. Every unnecessary decision drains energy. That's one reason elite operators rely on routines. People think routines reduce freedom. They actually preserve it. When basic decisions become automatic, your brain stays available for unexpected problems. Remember when we talked about removing dependencies? This is another form of the same principle. Depend less, adapt more. Here's the part almost nobody talks about: psychology. Most survival situations don't fail because people run out of food first. They fail because people make increasingly worse decisions. Stress narrows your thinking. Fatigue convinces you shortcuts are smart. Loneliness makes small problems feel enormous. Military survival schools know this. which is why they deliberately introduce discomfort during training. Not because suffering is useful, because panic is expensive. If you've solved difficult problems while tired, cold, hungry, and uncomfortable, your brain develops evidence. Evidence that you've survived worse. Confidence isn't optimism, it's remembered competence. That's a massive difference, and it's one reason experienced survivalists often appear strangely calm. They're not fearless. Their brain simply recognizes the pattern. The unknown becomes familiar, which quietly connects all the way back to where we started. Living off the grid isn't really about escaping society. It's about reducing the number of things capable of controlling you. Water becomes a system. Food becomes a system. Shelter becomes a system. Your mind becomes a system. Piece by piece, dependence turns into resilience. That's why the best survival experts rarely look obsessed with survival. Because once your systems work, you stop thinking about surviving. You start living. And maybe that's the real lesson hidden behind all the cabins, solar panels, and wilderness skills. Freedom isn't found in the middle of nowhere. It's built one dependency at a time. If this made you look at self-reliance a little differently, subscribe for more videos that unpack ideas hiding beneath the surface of everyday life. There's more to explore in the description, and one of the videos on your screen right now connects surprisingly well with everything you've just heard.